Good evening, and welcome back to Mindful Stillness. Tonight, I want to talk about before you become. Before you become. Before you became who you are today, before the expectations, the titles, the mistakes, the lessons, you were something simple, something pure, something whole. You were awareness itself, untouched, unbothered, and at peace. Somewhere along the way, you started becoming. You became a name, a role, a story, a dream someone else had for you. And little by little, that quiet wholeness you were born with began to fade beneath layers of doing, striving, and proving. We live in a world that celebrates becoming new goals, new identities, new versions of ourselves. But what if all this becoming is what's keeping us from being? When was the last time you were still enough to feel the life inside of you without needing to label it, post about it, or fix it? You see, the world will teach you how to achieve, but it rarely teaches you how to remember. How to remember that before the world gave you a name, you were already known by something eternal. There was a season in my life when I was always running. Every day felt like a race to become someone better than I was yesterday. I told myself it was growth, purpose, ambition, but deep down it was fear, a fear of being still, a fear of not being enough. I was juggling responsibilities, running my business, studying, guiding others, taking care of family, and it all looked good from the outside, but inside, I was restless. Every victory felt temporary. Every accomplishment, another reason to aim higher, go harder, or do more. It's strange how success can make you feel even more distant from yourself if it isn't, rooted in peace. One night, I sat alone in the dark, no TV, no sound, no scrolling. And for the first time in months, I didn't reach for distraction. I just sat there breathing and listening. The silence was a bit uncomfortable at first. It felt like grief. Grief for all the moments I had rushed through. Grief for the parts of me I ignored because they didn't fit the person I was becoming. But then something quiet began to surface. It wasn't a thought or a plan, it was awareness. Just a gentle knowing that said, "You already are." Those three words landed deep because they reminded me that peace doesn't arrive when life is perfect. Peace appears when we stop running long enough to notice it's been here all along. That moment changed everything, not in a loud, dramatic way, but in the quiet shift of knowing I could finally stop chasing what I already had. Becoming is beautiful. It's how we grow, how we learn, how we evolve. But growth without grounding turns into noise. And noise is the first thing that drowns out stillness. Stillness isn't something you create, it's what remains when everything else falls away. It's what's left when you stop reaching, when you stop pretending, when you stop needing to prove anything. Before you came the leader, the dreamer, the provider, the survivor, you were simply here, breathing, aware, and enough. You don't need to earn your peace. You were born with it. It's been waiting beneath every moment you've rushed through, every mask you've worn, every version of yourself you thought you needed to become loved. Presence is the real success story. Because once you remember who you are, underneath all the noise, everything else becomes clear. The mistakes don't define you, they shape your compassion. The struggle doesn't weaken you, it deepens your gratitude. And the silence you once feared becomes your greatest teacher. Stillness doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing everything with awareness. It's being fully alive in each breath, fully here in this moment, fully human without apology. So before you become, just pause. Before you fix, before you chase, before you run towards the next version of yourself, just pause long enough to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. That version of you still exists. It never left. It's just been waiting for you to stop searching outward long enough to feel inward. Peace isn't the destination. It's the beginning. It's what you return to when all the layers fall away. When the noise quiets. When the pressure lifts. When you allow the silence to hold you, you will remember. You will remember that before you became anything, you were already whole, already worthy, already loved. So let this moment be your reminder. You don't have to strive to find what was never lost. You just have to remember. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is Mindful Stillness. Have a great weekend and week. Goodbye.